The cameras had barely started rolling when the first tremor rippled through the hearing room, an energy so sharp, so electric, it could only mean one thing: a showdown was coming. And not the usual Washington theatrics. Something deeper. Something personal. Something that would echo far beyond the walls of the Senate. Senator John Robert Kennedy sat with his hands clasped, eyes fixed, calm but burning inside. Across the long wooden table sat Senator Deborah Stabenow, composed as always, draped in her familiar confidence like a tailored coat. But today, there was a shift, an uneasy flicker in her eyes she couldn't quite hide. Everyone sensed it. Staffers stood a little straighter. Reporters leaned forward. The silence stretched until it felt like the whole country was holding its breath. Then Kennedy spoke. "This morning," he said softly, "I received documents I didn't ask for, but I reckon the American people deserve to see." That was the hook. The moment the room froze, the air tightened, and Stabenow's expression changed almost imperceptibly. But Kennedy wasn't looking at her. He was reaching into his briefcase. And that was when everything really began. For weeks, Washington had been drowning in debates about rising housing costs, families pushed to the edge, young couples unable to afford even the idea of a home, older Americans losing the houses they'd lived in for decades. The hearings were meant to bring answers, accountability, clarity. Instead, they brought frustration. Stabenow had played a central role in shaping policies that were supposed to ease the crisis. But to many, they felt hollow. Detached. Insufficient. Some critics said she was out of touch. Others said she didn't understand the weight of the struggle. Kennedy had kept quiet during most of the hearings, listening, observing, waiting. He wasn't one to swing blindly. He waited until he had something real, something solid. And now, he did. He placed a thick folder on the table.